time with your loved ones, your children, your significant other, your time with the divine, your time with giving the divine thanks and appreciation and asking for more guidance, your time with your friends, your spouse, your parents, and not having the time or energy, most importantly, for that, because you are being drained by different people and energies now that you surround yourself that you really have no business. And I say that to say this. I feel like this is going to be really, really big for a lot of listeners out here. And please listen to what I'm saying, because it's literally that important. You don't need anyone else to validate who you are. Rather, that is a huge music label, a humongous movie industry, a enormous Nike or shoe deal, quote unquote deal, anything like that, or people who feel like they are in such a power state, but their energy in that power state is driven by people and places and things and higher places that is not the divine, that is not of love and light at all. You then have to make a power decision mentally of how you're going to redirect yourself. Because that can take a lot. But in reality, you can decide and determine, I am enough. I am going to write my own movie. I am going to put out my own books. I am going to take classes to educate myself more and learn more things that I feel like is important for me to know at this stage in my life and moving forward. And another thing, it doesn't matter when it happens, as long as it happens. It's a marathon, baby. It truly is. It's a marathon. It's not a race. And you have to understand that it was already written in the stars. Everything that is taking place in our life, oh my God, I'm so stuffy. Everything that is taking place in our life has already been predestined and is already happening. So even when it seems like we are rerouting, but we seem to be going backwards during our reroute, that's all a part of it. And it's a part of it to catch it and realize when it's happening. And once you catch it, whatever it takes for you to do to put this puzzle piece together is what we have to do. Rather that's recording yourself on a voice recorder, writing your notes down, remembering what is taking place. Because if everything is also a memory game, we have to remember how to play this memory game. Seriously. So that's just that on that. I'm just happy to be able to share this message, and be a angel to deliver a message, and to be a messenger to deliver a message. Because I'm not a vessel. I am not a vessel delivering a message. I am an angel and a messenger, truly through the divine, to be able to help myself as well as help others through helping myself navigate this journey called life. And once we get more in touch with that and we realize that's what it is, that's what it is. Listen, I do live in my human a lot. And within living in my human, there's days where within living in my human, there is days where I'm not in this certain energy that I'm in right now, where I am in other energies, because I'm so connected to outside things. And again, that goes back to whatever you surround yourself with, that's 9 times out of 10 who or how you're going to operate. Now, you always are going to have that spark, that dandelion that's inside of you. And that seed that has already been planted, and now it's your turn to plant a seed. So you plant that seed and you allow it to grow. People talk about generational worth, and you ask a person, hey, you know, what is it about your building generational worth? People are like, that's what I'm working on, building generational worth. And I got the clothing line here, and I got this. And, my son is going to be running a restaurant now. My daughter is, now taking over our construction business. And it's like, that's beautiful for building generational worth. Generational wealth in worth, hey. But also it's about planting that seed. Truly planting a seed, like going to plant a seed. Put your intentions into that seed and plant it. And ask the divine to cover it in each season. Just like you ever see a tree or a flower blossom and grow every season that particular flower is supposed to grow in, you see it. And then you have seasons where you no longer see it, because a seed was planted. For each season, there's a reason. There's a dandelion, there's a rose, whatever kind of other flowers and trees, and there's different fruits that grow at different times and seasons. It's because, again, for every season, there is a reason. For everything. So pay attention to that, and whenever you want to recreate yourself, you have the right to do that. Don't let anyone tell you that you cannot, because whether you realize it or not, you are constantly evolving. It's just when we are living in our human, it's hard sometimes for a lot of us to not want the human things. And even with living in your divine and living in your spiritual, you can still be the person you are. You really can. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can be that person. Y'all see how I just changed my tone up like that? Because I was like, let me tone it down. Like, I'm getting real hype right now. But yeah, you can really change that. And don't let no one tell you, oh, you're acting different. You're right. I want to be a different character. I don't want to be, and people want to, excuse me, like, I can be who I want to be. And in this season of my life, I have decided that I want to take on a whole new character. That's like when you write a book, you have your character in the book. It's the same thing with life. Life is a book. Life is a journey. Let the journey be yours. Let the book be yours. Don't let the clothes wear you. You wear the clothes. Be intentional. And I feel like that is the main thing, is being intentional. Even if we fall short, be intentional when you get back up. And if that looks like you are getting back up and falling and getting back up and falling thousands and several of times, guess what? If you truly want to get to the version of yourself that you want to be, and then you want to become a different version each and every time, but better is the goal, then you will get there. There's nobody or nothing ever stopping you. I don't care what happens. There's nothing or nobody ever stopping you. And you have to be prepared truly to do this, to do this thing called life. Especially also when you have children. When you have children, like, Lord Jesus, I suggest you keep as much positivity and peace around you as much as possible, and around your children more importantly, especially as they grow. Lord Jesus, the ages 7 and 10 years old. Wow. Those are important numbers. Very important. 7, 10, and